Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Reino de las Mascaras, the Kingdom of the Masks. I'm your host, as always, Reino Mascaras, and today we're going to talk about something very special. And it was the fulfillment of a lifelong dream that happened a few weeks ago. Over the past several months, a couple of years since I've been doing the show here, it has been something that I've always promoted on Instagram, on Twitter, Destination Pro Wrestling. And a few weeks ago, they held their third anniversary show, which is amazing. They started off in our local curling club. They since moved over to the Armory. And also, this past May, held an absolutely spectacular event inside the Ralph Engelstedt Arena. That event, by the way, is available in full on their YouTube channel. Search Destination Pro and watch Destruction. It's a great event, and I highly recommend putting it on. It's absolutely fantastic show. But after that show, the promoter and I were putting the ring together for another event that uses the ring, and he asked if I would be interested in doing commentary, which I jumped at the chance to do. I was very, very thrilled to have had the chance to do it. And so that brings us to today's show, as this past September at Destination Pro's third anniversary show, I made my commentary debut. Now, first things first, very valuable lesson to be learned is this is not as easy as it looks on television. I found myself really actually getting burnt out physically, not mentally, but physically. I was kind of dragging after the first match already. So I already have some ideas on what to do a little bit differently in terms of how I do things, making sure I have a lot of water on hand. I did have a bottle of water on hand, but it was nowhere near enough. And so I'm excited to watch it back. It hasn't been posted yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing it again and seeing what I did good, what I could improve on for next time. So with that said, one thing that was brought up was the possibility of me doing it in a mask, which I was readily excited for. So that brings us to, you've probably seen a few pictures of it, but my wife and I designed this thing. For a first mask, this is pretty darn cool, I have to say. Definitely some things we're going to do differently on the follow-up versions, but for what it was, it did the trick. It fit on my head. It was comfortable to wear, which was important. I didn't want to have a mask that was just not going to fit very well. That was, something I was going to have to, adjust every 2 seconds. So again, we did this pretty much blind. We just kind of toyed with some ideas, figured out what worked, figured out what didn't work, and then just ran with it. So the first ever official Rey de Mascaras mask right here. And again, for a first time mask, I was absolutely thrilled with how this came out. Is it perfect? No, but if you start out perfect, how can you improve, is what I would always like to say. So that is the mask I wore as I did commentary. Got a lot of compliments from the audience. I got a lot of compliments from the guys that were on the show, the guys and gals that were on the show. So, I was happy with it. Again, it was very exciting, very cool thing to do. I've always wanted to do commentary. I've always wanted to be involved again with wrestling, and to do it wearing a mask, absolutely dream come true right there. The week before, we were at Time Bomb Pro down in Fargo for Dreckerfest, and I wore this one pretty much straight through. I put it on shortly after they let us in, and I didn't take it off until we were doing Teardown. And the point for that was to get used to wearing something on my head for that long period of time, especially in an environment that's not climate controlled. So that was fun. I got quite a few compliments, like I always do. I got quite a few looks from folks who weren't really sure what to make of it. I had my picture taken a couple times. I've been told it may appear on a website, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing if that actually happens, because it wasn't something I was expecting. So, but yeah, it's going to be kind of a quick episode this week, but you know, something I'm very proud of. This is going to go. I'm going to grab the lanyard that I was given. I was given to wear so that everyone knew I was event staff. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to have this with the mask. And yep, I do have it over here. We did have, we had these armbands that were made. The grandmother of our boss, our promoter, our good friend, had passed away the week before the show, and so we wore these armbands in solidarity to the family. So I'm going to put all of that up, along with most likely the prototype mask that we wore to kind of get a pattern down. I'm going to put all of that in some sort of a display, and then probably going to hang it up with an event poster and kind of have it on display up in the Mask Emporium when I can find some space for it. So a total one and done here. I will not wear this mask. I will not wear this specific mask ever again in doing further commentary or any other, just wearing it around a show or whatnot. It is officially retired, and it's going to have a special spot in the museum. So before I check out, I just want to thank everyone for hanging with me here. I know episodes have been starting to become kind of sparse. You know, life is just kind of taken over, has kind of been kicking me around as of late. So I'm doing okay. It's just kind of one of those things where when it comes, the usual film time on Thursday is just kind of starting to become a little bit of a drag. By the time that day comes around, I'm pretty worn out. So maybe I'll just find a way to adjust the film schedule, and we'll just kind of go at it from there. But just want to thank everyone for checking, still keeping up with me. I'm going to try and get more content going more often here. So I'm going to sign off. Everyone enjoy what is left of your weekend, and we will see everyone next time. So until then, live, laugh, love, and Lucha Libre. We'll see you.